Today I'm going to discuss about the inequalities of multilingualism, challenges to mother tongue-based multilingual education. To begin with the introduction, mother tongue-based multilingual education emphasizes using learners' first languages or mother tongues as the primary medium of instruction. This framework operates within two main educational contexts: one, catering to a linguistic minority groups in countries where foreign or national languages prevail, and another, integrating mother tongues into mainstream education. Over the past decade, global shifts in political, ideological, and socioeconomic realms have elevated the discussion around the mother tongues. These rises extend beyond education, perceiving mother tongues as pivotal tools for broader development goals as highlighted by UNESCO. Despite its potential, NTB-MLE encounters significant hurdles, both ideological and structural. Ideological challenges stem from people's belief and institutional attitudes, while structural barriers are deeply embedded in historical socio-economic condition as witnessed in Asian language policy. This article aims to outline and address these challenges, particularly the inequalities within multilingualism. It delves into the sociolinguistic and sociopolitical realities of Southeast Asia, highlighting the operation of vernacular languages and the embedding economic integration of Asian countries. Let's now move on NTB-ML today. NTB-MLE stems from recognizing linguistic human rights, particularly among minority language speakers who seek to address cultural and socio-economic inequalities against more dominant cultural groups in their societies. It fights institutionalized linguistic discrimination by embracing mother tongues in education. By using marginalized mother tongues in education, MTB-MLE prevents their decline in broader social settings, elevates their status in communities, and validates their potential as academic languages, thus contributing to language maintenance. NTB-MLE is an ideological response challenges the historical dominance of national languages used for nation building, arguing against their suppression of multilingual diversity and highlighting the sideline contributes of local language to nationalism. Research overwhelmingly support the effectiveness of learning through mother tongues, challenging the dominance of colonial languages in education and emphasizing the inefficiency of national languages for many school-going children. NTB-MLE showcases positive impact on learning, political participation, and life changes among marginalized cultural groups. However, it faces challenges such as devaluing mother tongues vis-a-vis national languages, resistance from various stakeholders, and structural constraints, ultimately threatening its efficacy and relevance. Research overwhelmingly supports the effectiveness of learning through mother tongues, challenging the dominance of colonial languages in education and emphasizing the inefficiency of national languages for many school-going children. NTB-MLE showcases positive impact on learning, political participation, and life chances among marginalized cultural groups. However, it faces challenges such as devaluing mother tongues vis-a-vis national languages and resistance from various stakeholders and structural constraints, ultimately threatening its efficiency and relevance. While NTB-MLE is a positive step towards linguistic diversity, it confronts ideological and structural constraints, including inadequate teacher training, lack of materials in native languages, funding issues, and deeper societal biases, and perpetuate unequal treatment among languages. These inequalities of multilingualism pose significant challenges and need to be addressed rigorously to achieve impactful learning outcomes for minority children or speakers of non-dominant languages. Inequalities of multilingualism focus on Southeast Asia. This section aims to delve into the issues related to BMLE within the specific social-linguistic and socio-political landscape of Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia comprises 11 diverse countries, each exhibiting vast linguistic diversity along variation in economies, religious, cultures, and historical backgrounds. There are significant economic differences within the region. For instance, in Singapore stands as the most economically developed country, while others like Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and East Timor are among the poorest in the world. Most countries in Southeast Asia have experienced direct colonization by different imperial nations. This historical backdrop significantly shapes the intricate, the contentious, and politics of language within the region. Marginalization of mother tongues. The persistent issue surrounding mother tongues stems from their marginalization within national being in divorce. Colonial and dominant local languages took precedence over mother tongues, significantly shaping educational system. Educational landscape were greatly influenced by nationalistic ideologies during colonial times. These ideologies aligned with the Western concept of one language, one nation, and one culture, resulting in one more homogeneous societies favoring dominant majorities while neglecting minorities. The imposition of a national language in multilingual setting led to the devaluation and marginalization of the linguistic heritage of these nations. This undervaluation perpetuated through the dominance of specific languages. Mother tongue-based multilingual education (MTBMLE) emerges not just as resistance against colonial or foreign languages as medium of instruction, but also as a resistance against the overpowering dominance of a singular national language.